You know, a lot of people don't know about you. They don't know your story, and I thought maybe we could start with the basics. Tell everyone just a little bit about your background and your family upbringing.
I'll do that. Well, dude, first of all, thank you for inviting me to visit with you today and to visit with your club. Also, thank you for allowing us to attend your lunch today. That was nice, and it's great to see what nice things y'all are doing for McLennan County politics. I'm impressed. I was born in 1954 at Warren Air Force Base in Cheyenne, Wyoming. My father was in the Air Force at the time, and we moved 3 times in my first 3 years. My number 2 brother was born in Layton, Utah. Then my number 3 brother was born in Air Force Base in Blytheville, Arkansas. At the end of my father's tour in the Air Force, he moved back to where he was born, to Stratford, Texas, which is in the Panhandle. My grandfather questioned why he did it, because he didn't have a job when he moved back, and the cattle business was bad, and farming was rough at that point in time. And I was about 3 years old when we moved back. And I wanted to share something with you. This is the first house that I lived in after we moved out of a trailer when we got back into the Panhandle in Stratford.
Wow.
And it had windows at that point in time, but my father went out and took a picture of this house a few days ago. But my 3 brothers and I lived there, and then we had a number 4 brother born, and then later 2 sisters. So I'm the oldest of 6 kids, and we had a very large family.
All in that house?
Actually, the other 2 were born after we moved out of this house. But this is where I spent my first few years, again after we moved out of a trailer. So when if there's ever a time I need to remember where I came from, I pull that picture out and look at it, because those are my roots right there.
Right.
We grew up with very modest means. When I was 9 years old, my father was working cattle at for a trucking company that cattle would come in from all over the country that were going out to different ranchers' pastures. And he was responsible for branding them and doctoring them for these other ranchers around. And so at the age of 9, he started basically telling
you're going to come to work.
So we came to work, and that's what I did on the weekends. I learned how to brand cattle and push them through the chute. And then when I was about age 10, I started delivering papers. I guess I always had this entrepreneurial bent going way back to my early years. And I had a paper route that had 40 folks on it. And eventually I was able to take the money I made from that paper route, and I got a loan from Sears and Roebuck and bought a moped, and then I was able to expand my paper route to 80 customers there in Stratford. And so again, that entrepreneurial bent was an early part of my being. Mm-hmm. And when my dad always used to have a phrase, said, "Go make a hand," and that was his way of saying, go make the world a better place, go add value, go help somebody out. Mm-hmm. My mother, on the other hand, used to always say, remember, you put your pants on just like everybody else. So no matter if you ever become a president or whatever, you still put your pants on the same way. And so I still think about those 2 things every day of my life. And if you were to ask my 2 sons what I've told them more than anything else, it's go make a hand and remember you put your pants on the same way as everybody else.